So last week, the Western Cape High Court ruled on a landmark case that will allow users of cannabis to legally cultivate and use it in their homes. A couple of tweets coming in. Let me read one or two of you. Thanks so much to every single one of you for writing into us. So here is some from Wooston Moseme saying, "I know Dagga is a cure for flu." There we go, Pelesa. You boil its seeds and drink that water mixture and it'll eventually cure you. Here's another one saying, Cherub, saying, if they do smoke in their cars, hopefully they don't get too high, causes accidents, feeling mighty high, bad judgment, honestly. There you go. That's Alfie Lechoba saying, we will soon have Dagga being smoked in public places, such as public transport. Government is really messing up over here. And here is another one, Nepstar, saying, it's hectic. Imagine at stadiums trying to enjoy the game while someone enjoying weed. We're all going to get high, Moss. But the reality is, you shouldn't be smoking it in stadiums. No, that's the reality.
It's a public
but
place.
Let me carry on, because I mean, I think this is it's a great interview. We've got Jeremy, who's in our Cape Town studio. He, of course, is from the Dagga Party, and Dr. Anwar Jeewa is the founder of Minds Alive Wellness Center. So, gentlemen, we've got so much reaction, as you can imagine. I mean, you're both involved in all of this. But Jeremy, a lot has been said by Dr. Anwar, and this particularly pertaining to the youth, pertaining to the repercussions of smoking marijuana. I mean, what do you say to that? Because it is a reality. These are founded, and these are things happening on the ground.
Well, firstly, the admissions to rehab centers. I got some statistics on admissions to rehab centers, and voluntary admissions for cannabis addiction is around about 5% of their business. Most of their business comes from alcohol, and there is a small amount of people who are forced into rehab by the system. Either you face prosecution or you go to rehab. I really must point out that the guest, our fellow guest, has regurgitated a lot of 1950s propaganda that has been proven completely untrue. The first one is that cannabis allegedly kills brain cells. Those experiments were done in such a way that monkeys were killed by denial of oxygen and not actually from cannabis. And then the other issue is that the whole question of psychosis and schizophrenia arising from cannabis is very much not a decided fact. It's very much also a question is whether schizophrenic and potentially psychotic people actually gravitate towards cannabis in order to find some form of emotional stability, because it gives a specific point of view. So that is the way we understand cannabis, and we see that also it has cultural benefits. It has historical cultural benefits throughout many societies.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is that all moderate use of cannabis is medically beneficial from a preventative medicine point of view. It is known to slow down the aging process. As the SMSs came in, it is fantastic for the treatment of flu and asthma and any other inflammatory condition like rheumatism and arthritis. So these benefits actually are given to people even when they smoke a joint, whether they're using the tea or an oil, etc. We get a slight statistical advantage from moderate use of cannabis. And I would say to the young people of South Africa, don't give cannabis a bad name. Have some goals and aspirations and hobbies and interests, and rather do consider using cannabis before you ever touch alcohol or tobacco.
Yeah.
Those are the killers.
But it's also the inclusion, as the doctor had said, the inclusion of THC, the inclusion of some harmful chemicals.
THC is not harmful. It is part of the medicine that actually cures cancer. It's one of the cannabinoids in cannabis that synergizes with other cannabinoids like CBD, cannabidiol, and cannabinol. Those cannabinoids all work together to boost our endocannabinoid system, which is a system in our body that signals old cells to switch off. It deals with metabolism. It actually is of benefit to, as we get older, we lose this endocannabinoid system, and cannabis boosts that, you see.
All right. Jeremy, we're running out of time, so there's a lot of concern as well, and I'll ask this for Dr. Anwar. You know, people are still not necessarily understanding the judgment. How is this judgment going to apply to charges of possession in public or distribution? Can I be arrested if I am found in possession, even at home? You know, I think people need an understanding of this judgment.
I think what's more important is that I have to basically respond to what Jeremy said. I know nothing about 1950 propaganda. I'm living in the year 2000 and actively involved in this work in the year 2000. And what I'm talking about is what I see. Yes, 5% of the people that attend rehab centers with dependency on marijuana. But that number is increasing. That's what Jeremy needs to understand. I've never ever looked at any research or propaganda. What I'm talking about is what I'm saying. That there is an increase in marijuana dependency, full stop. And those that are smoking marijuana alone are complaining of psychosis. It's not something that we are coming from looking at research. So Jeremy, please come and visit the treatment centers and have a look for yourself. And as far as the ruling that's concerned, I think what is important, again, there has to be education. That it is important that people that want to use marijuana must use it responsibly. Jeremy always keep on saying about the harmful effects of alcohol. Yes, we agree, alcohol is more dangerous and more harmful than marijuana. But at the present moment, let's focus on not legalizing or introducing marijuana in such a way. I mean, when we talk about the medical benefits of marijuana, we're not talking about smoking a joint and sitting in your home and smoking from morning till night. We're talking about using it responsibly in the form of capsules, in the form of tinctures and those forms. So I think, you know what, it's important that now we come out from that internet age and stop living in the cyberspace and come down to earth and work and look at what's happening on the ground.
All right. I hate to leave it here, but I have to. We've gone into news time already. Jeremy David Acton is the leader of the Dagga Party, and Dr. Anwar Jeewa is the founder of Minds Alive Wellness Center. Guests, thank you very much for joining us here on the program, and I do think we should follow up with a more legal aspect of it, because I think there is some confusion from individuals as to exactly where, how, when you can be smoking marijuana and using it, but that's something we'll hopefully follow up with in the next few days. All right, it is gone 8 o'clock, but we've got your news for you now. Palesa, over to you.